Can you hear me now?
Can anybody hear us?
Oh, yeah, I see the volume thingy moving. I see the volume thingy moving. Can everybody hear us now?
Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Can anybody hear us?
Oh, yeah, I see the volume thingy moving. Hey, there we go. I see the volume thingy moving. Can everybody hear us now?
Really?
Can you hear me now?
Can anybody hear us?
Oh, yeah, I see the volume thingy moving. Hey, there we go. What we're trying to do is get this ready for tomorrow night.
Can everybody hear us now? Can anybody hear us?
Oh, yeah, I see the volume thingy moving. Hey, there we go. What we're trying to do is get this ready for tomorrow night.
Can everybody hear us now? Can anybody hear us?
Oh, yeah, I see the volume thingy moving. Hey, there we go. What we're trying to do is get this ready for tomorrow night. Turn it off. Give us a minute here. We're getting the kinks worked out of this, and it's squealing right now. That sounded like R2-D2 there for a minute. Redneck for Life says, I hope you don't tell me the room I work in Horror Hall is haunted.
Well, guys, we're going to have to just see. I mean, this is big for us. I mean, we've done a lot of investigations out there and everything with different houses. This is our very first time actually doing a school. We did come up with a lot of evidence between other houses that we've done before, so this should be interested on going to Harder High and seeing what we pick up there. We have a great team that's coming out with us, helping us out there. We're going to have 4 DVR cameras hooked up inside the school and everything. We're going to be Facebook Living it. We're going to be YouTube Living it and everything. So, I mean, when we're in there, you guys that are out there watching us on YouTube Live, you know, if you catch something or if you see something, please don't hesitate to write it in the chat box and let us know.
That's right.
So, I mean, this is going to be interesting, guys. So, I mean, you guys got to definitely keep a lookout for us. I don't know. So, since we're trying this whole YouTube Live out, say anything?
Anybody have any questions? I mean, it's going to be exciting tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a minute. I'm writing on our Facebook page here.
And everything, you know, I don't need no further ado. You know who I am. I'm the lead investigator of the Paranormal Traveler team. This is Rick. Questions out there, you know, let us know. Let us know any kind of questions whatsoever. Okay, let's see. There are stories. I've worked there for 27 years. Okay, pretty cool. So what kind of stories have you been hearing about the old Harder High School, formerly known also as Horror High?
Well, Harder High.
Harder High.
Alright, hold this for a minute. I'm going to put the desk up here.
Alright, guys, give us
We
a couple
thought
of
we'd
seconds.
goof around with this and try to get this going so we could have 2 places for people to view live, which would be Facebook, which we all know Facebook Live isn't that great. Still trying to figure out YouTube Live here. Has anybody heard of any? I mean, some people have sent us stories. Even current chairman of the fire hall is. He said everybody's heard many stories over the years, and it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, we did our
what's true and what's not.
We did our backstory about the school. I did some research and everything like that. Back then, I want to say, what was it, 1940s or 1950s? A teacher there was literally closing up the school for the night, and a terrific a fire struck out there. So, I mean, nobody knows per se. I mean, everybody, you know, has their, you know, how would you say, views and stuff. But, I mean, this is what our job is. Our job is going to give you, you know, you're going to be there every step of the way as we're in this building. So, I mean, you guys are going to be watching this as what we're doing. So, if you guys catch anything, if you see any orbs, if you see any black shadow figures, doors being slammed, or anything like that, you know, or strange mists and we don't catch it, because remember, guys, we're going to be locked down in this building from 9 o'clock at night till 3 o'clock in the morning, which is going to be pitch dark in there. All the windows are boarded up and everything like that, so it's going to be pitch dark in there. We'll probably be doing the basement area. And let's see. What is that?
And we certainly appreciate a lot of people that have been liking our pages.
Absolutely. You guys are terrific.
You guys rock. I mean, we were worried here for a while, but there's another one.
Yeah, there's a fire story. Let me see if I can quick pull it up. Rick, can you go to Google really quick?
I'm gonna get your laptop.
Okay, let me see if I can quick pull this up for you guys. Just give me a second. And then I'll give you guys some more information about the school, where I got the information from. Let me see. Let's see, guys. Okay, let's see if I can find this for you guys. I know I have it on my computer somewhere, so I mean, I'm gonna read off to you so you guys would know exactly. Let's see. Okay. I mean, it's pretty good information. Very good information that I got. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Alright, there we go, guys. I found it for you. Alright. Now, to all you viewers out there that didn't know some of the history about Horror Hall and everything, I'm gonna read to you guys and let you know the story about it. So I'm gonna start it right now. Alright, so it says, for the Harder High School in West Nanticoke has a bit of a split personality. A slight Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde syndrome. That's because each October since 1984, a clamor of feet from spooked children, teenagers, and adults can be heard moving along the decade-old hallways. But the formal school isn't in session. No one is late for class. And the students who once attended Harder High long graduated. Okay? Now I'm going to skip down a little bit. Right about here's where the fire starts. About 5 p.m., February 2nd, 1948, Lulu Gennard, a high school janitor, was wrapping up her nightly chores when she made a grim discovery. The 21-year-old school building was on fire. The blaze gutted the school building and caused damage to the 12-year-old annex, as well as destroying a new $5,000 home economics room, according to newspaper accounts. Okay, so basically, it's stating it was actually coming from, what website was that? Let me see. It was told the fire was in a kindergarten class. Well, yeah, it does say on here, though, that about, let me see it one more time, about 5:15 p.m., February 2nd, 1948, Lulu Gennard, a high school janitor, was wrapping up her nightly chores when she made a grim discovery. The 21-year-old school building was on fire. The blaze gutted the school building and caused damage to the 12-year-old annex, as well as destroying a new $5,000 home economics room, according to a newspaper account. Barry said she remembers the fire even though she was still a girl in the 7th grade. That's because her class was the first to combine students from both sides of the township into the Harder High. So that's pretty interesting facts right there. So, I mean, what would you your take on this?
Well, somebody messaged us before on our Facebook page, private message, and told us that there's rumors of two little kids roaming the halls, boy and girl. I mean, we're hoping for some good evidence tomorrow night. There's some people that are doubting that we're gonna find anything there, but hey, a lot of the other shows, Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, everybody doubts them.
Rule number 1, never doubt the paranormal. Paranormal is real. It's out there. When you're least not looking for it, that's when it's going to happen. When you're looking and looking and looking and trying to search and search and search, that's why you'll see a lot of these ghost shows out there that when they're busy talking to the crew while they're walking through their building, they're not really paying enough attention to the paranormal until something does happen. A door shutting or knocking on the walls or footsteps and stuff like that. So, I mean, it exists out there. It definitely exists. Never disrespect the paranormal because the paranormal is there for us to learn about, them.
That's it.
So. But a little bit of backstory about us guys. Again, my name is Michael. I'm the lead investigator of the Paranormal Travelers team, and me and Rick are both co-founders of the Paranormal Travelers. The way that I started this business up was when I was a little... Go ahead.
Well, no, basically we started this part of the business. We spun it off of our DJ business.
Yes.
We're also DJs. True Blue XM Productions. We decided to go a little further besides DJing, and Michael started a paranormal group about a year and a half ago.
Wait, always say hi when I start my day. There's a good...
And say goodnight when I go, and they don't bother me. That's
Absolutely.
always good.
Absolutely. And it's always good to always say a prayer too. Right before you enter a location, don't just go right into it. Say a prayer with the group, and when you're done doing that, always ask the building first if it's okay for you to enter it. That way the building knows that you're actually entering the building.
Yes.
But go ahead, what were you saying then?
I don't remember, to be honest.
About the spinning from the DJ business.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Michael's always been into the paranormal. I've always watched all the shows. I honestly didn't have any interest in it up until, we just bought a piece of equipment, and I don't remember what the first thing we bought was.
I think the first thing that we bought was the video cameras.
Yeah, with the night vision.
Yeah,
the
the video cameras.
Infrared, yeah. We bought that, and we were just goofing around with that out by the fire pit, and that really spun things along.
Yeah.
We got a team together now. So, everybody knows some people go, some people stay, whether they're scared to be on the team or not, or whether they just don't fit in. There's always members that'll take their place in a heartbeat. Yeah. Michael and I feel this is going to be a big part of our DJ business, our production business, and we're hoping to spin off on other.
I mean, look at this. We already got Froggy 101 that's interested in talking to us and interviewing us.
Jesse Roberts is a friend of one of our EVP specialists, Brandon Kraszewski, and she wanted to go on this ghost hunting, ghost investigation with us, a paranormal investigation, but she's out of town actually. But she said she will definitely go on one of our investigations with us. So. That's really good as well.
And I'm kind of glad that we're doing this because now we can talk about us. I'm sure the fans and everybody out there watching us would like to know a little bit about us, about what are our talents and stuff. Do you want to start off, or do you want me to start off?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, a little bit about the lead and everything. I'm not going to get too much into it, but when I was a little boy, I was pronounced dead 3 times. One from a drowning, another one in a house fire, and one in a terrific car accident. 15 minutes, kind of odd, but 15 minutes pronounced dead. Ever since then, being in the spirit world and being in the real world, like living world, I have these gifts now that I can actually see and feel and, how would you explain it?
Well, this is going to be funny when I tell you this.
Yeah.
Michael can read people.
Mm-hmm.
When he's drinking alcohol, it relaxes him, and he can actually read people. He's actually had friends that have cried because he gets everything right on.
I even went to random people in bars that I didn't even know.
Will we be doing this tomorrow? No.
No.
There's not going to be anybody there to read. We have too much to do tomorrow night, especially being locked down in the building for about 6-7 hours. I bet say about 7 hours.
Yeah.
About 8:30. We're gonna get there early to go through the building.
Oh, I don't know if anybody out there knows about this, but we also found out that Horror Hall down in the basement area where the locker rooms are and everything, I think there's an underground tunnel that they were saying.
Well, there's John told me that there's a tunnel that connects to 2 shower rooms. Back then,
Mm-hmm.
he said it was pretty promiscuous.
Yep.
The men and the ladies' shower rooms are connected by a tunnel in the basement.
Yeah.
Horror Hall, actually, he said used to go through there, but they stopped it years ago for liability reasons.
I mean, what's going to be really awesome for you viewers out there is that not only do you get the school that you're watching us film into, but Horror Hall is already decorated inside up for Halloween.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to give it more of a creepy vibe for us because, as everybody knows, Horror Hall's windows are completely boarded up. So there's the only access of getting into that building is the front door. I do believe that there's a door on the side build, but it's up more.
Yeah,
like it's
there's also doors in the back as well.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone up five more likes
we're up
on
to
our
377 likes right now. You know, keep it going,
page.
guys.
I mean, we love this. The reason why we're not on Facebook Live right now, Facebook Live to me has so many issues, and it only lets you record about an hour and a half, and then you have to start another recording.
Yeah.
So to me, it's such a pain. We thought we'd give this a try and see what happens. All right, Redneck for Life has put something else up. Little girl has a white dress. The boy has like a flannel and blue jeans.
That's good to know because I mean,
That's
when
what
we're in
somebody
there,
else
yeah,
told me earlier.
when we're in there, I mean, guys, you know, if we catch this, I mean, we have almost everything that you can think of. We have the spirit box, we have the EVP recorders, we have the cameras, we have the DVR, we have the radio contact, we got the EMF reader. You know, down the line, which I can't wait, so excited for this, guys, is probably next week or the following week, we're going to be buying Boo Buddy.
And if nobody's heard about Boo Buddy, type in Boo Buddy right here on YouTube, or go to ghoststop.com because that's where we get our equipment, just like Ghost Hunters does. And it pretty much Boo Buddy has like 18 to 20 sensors in him,
Mm-hmm.
and it's awesome. You watch the video. That's in that. We wish we had it for this investigation, but we don't.
So, boy has a ball. Okay, so that's awesome news to hear because what we'll do is I'll go and bring a ball with us.
We have a purple ball down there, yeah.
I'll sit in the hallway and roll the ball and see if I can get him to interact and roll the ball for us and stuff. I mean, guys, this honestly, it does take a lot of work. You're gonna be seeing the live footage tomorrow, but what you're not gonna see is the episode all put together. That'll probably take about maybe 3-4 weeks to get everything put together, all the clips, all the DVRs, all the EVP, the spirit box capture and stuff.
It takes a good 3 weeks to put an episode together. I mean, we're using production software, but it's time consuming because we have to go through all the evidence that we get. I know we're going to get evidence. I have a very good feeling we're going to get evidence. As soon as we go through it, we got to present it to them because they want to use it for any advertisements for the upcoming Horror Hall next month.
Redneck said, and you said about the hole, it's creepy. That I'm very excited about. Like our last investigation, what we did, we actually did a basement that had a hole in it.
Yes,
you know,
that's our basement.
It's our basement, and it's crazy. If you guys didn't see the last episode, you have to check that out.
Yes.
We always knew that our house was haunted and everything, but that episode is very, very dear to me. December 25th, 2014, my father passed away from brain cancer. And I always felt like something was watching me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the last episode. You'll see the voices that were coming back through the spirit box was everything with my dad. I communicated with my dad. I asked the spirit box what he passed away from. It came back saying cancer. I asked them, I said, if this is my dad, what is our names? And it came back and said Rick and Mike. Also, I said, what was one thing you always said to me when I was a little boy? He always said, you bet. And what was the other thing? You said, Dad, where did I meet you at? And he said, in bed.
Yep. Sam met him in the hospital bed where he just had surgery from his cancer. Redneck says, we had a dressing room down there.
Do you mean dressing room like as
for Horror Hall?
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. I mean, if any kind of help would be awesome. Wherever you think in the building has its hot spots, let us know right now in the chat box down there. you know, and wherever the hot spots are that we get from you, that's where we're gonna place up our cameras at and see what's going on. So I mean,
we have the SB7 Spirit Box. Everybody's seen that on Ghost Adventures. I believe Zach has the upper one from that now. This is the original.
oh, we did get the brand new thermos gun.
Yes, we have a brand new thermometer gun. You just point with the laser, and it tells you the temperature. So any temperature changes, we're going to have that there with us. We have the K2 meter. Actually, it's a Cricket K2 meter.
Mm-hmm.
We got it directly from ghoststop.com.
Which check that site out, guys.
Yes,
that's a great site.
It's exactly where Ghost Hunters gets their equipment. There's even an ad on there telling you from Jason Hawes that they get their equipment from them.
No.
We also have EMF detector.
Mm-hmm.
That one's a little touchy because you really got to walk slow with it or just stand in one spot.
But it was actually programmed by Ghost Stop, so it's accurate.
We have a couple EVP recorders that we're going to be carrying around and also place in certain areas wherever we hear or detect anything that is going on. We also have something else I can't remember.
We have so much equipment, guys, that we
have 4 IR cameras that we're going to set up throughout the building.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few hundred feet of cable, so that should be enough to get us in certain areas.
We're not too sure how we're going to set them up yet. We may either hang them up or put them on tripods. We're not too sure.
I think we're going to put them on tripods, but we got to determine where we're going to put them first and how far we can go with them.
Now, at this time, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to have open conversation. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask us, feel free to ask us. You know, we're always here to answer your questions. Anything that you would like to know from us, anything, you know, just let us know. Type it in the chat box. You know.
And somebody asked me before if we're ever going to have our shirts. Somebody wanted to get a shirt from us tomorrow. Other person before, the $20 that you pay for the shirts, that goes back into Paranormal so we can actually purchase new equipment. All this equipment that we have now, we purchased on our own with our own money.
Yeah.
And people watching these YouTube videos, hopefully one day it'll start making some money for us so we can actually use that money to purchase more equipment as well.
We're going to try something right now. Rick, take the link right there on top and put it in Paranormal Travelers and see if the live video part comes out.
I did.
Oh, it is working? Okay.
Yeah, I did it before.
Let's see. Is it down there?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, guys, we are super stoked. I mean, we've come a long way in this business. Like, you know, I've always had a fascination with paranormal. Always. The readings and everything that I can do and stuff. Now, we just got a brand new team member, part of the team. He's an empath. An empath is a person that can sense the feelings of a person that's dead or sense the feelings in a person that's being, you know, the living. Yeah. So, I mean, when you see him tomorrow, you know, let's see. Let me go on. It's a good spot. Oh, boy.
Top floor, first room. It looks like a jail when you go down the big hall after the cells.
Okay, very good. I'm going to write that down.
That's where I saw the boy. Okay.
I'm going to write that down and stuff.
Somebody wrote us to... Let me go back to it. I'm going to read it to you guys, so I got to go away from the chat box for a minute. I don't know if this is somebody fooling around or what. I'm going to read it to you.
It doesn't sound
and you let me know. I'm not going to say the person's name, but they say they're from Nanaco. Worked for them a couple years ago. I saw a 7-foot Grim Reaper that walked in the last room. He looked in the face at the kid who played Freddy Krueger. They sent the police up, front and back entrance. They met in the middle. The place they searched everywhere for him, but he was nowhere to be found. Now, I don't know if anybody heard about this, whether it's true.
If you think about it, if that really did happen to a boy and the police were up there to search to see where this little boy went and he was missing, it would be in newspapers.
I mean, it's a big building. They can ditch the Grim Reaper outfit anyway.
I did so much research on that building and everything, and there was not one death in that building. There was not, you know, any kind of missing child or anything like that. Now, not to say...
Well, there was no death in the building that was reported. There's always cases where something wasn't reported.
But not to say is that, you know, just because, you know, some people believe that the place is haunted, some people don't. But, you know, that doesn't mean to say that, you know, even if the place isn't haunted, the teachers from back in those days, their spirits could have traveled right back to this school.
Oh, that was one of the guys playing a prank on somebody. That's what I figured.
Okay.
Somebody must have thought it was serious. So.
Well, thank you, Redneck, for clarifying
Yes.
that and debunking that for us, because we kind of figured that it didn't sound accurate. Like, it really didn't sound legit.
It sounded kind of fishy, so that's.
But I mean, like I said, guys, oh, look at that, we're up to 5 viewers. What's up, guys?
There we go. What's
Welcome
up, guys?
to our live feed and everything.
This is our Q&A session before tomorrow night's lockdown.
Now, I mean, if you guys have any, like I said, if you guys have any questions you want to ask us, let us know. Now, I do know that our next investigation, I'm trying to get the rights, if I can get in hold of the owner of the house, is the Wells house over in Wilkes-Barre here.
That's there's been other investigators in there.
Lorraine.
Since Ed and Lorraine Warren did it
Yeah.
in the 70s, there's been nobody's lived in the house ever since.
Hey, Don, what's up?
Hey,
Welcome
Don.
to our live,
Any questions, feel free to throw them up there, Don, and we'll
Absolutely.
try to answer them.
Now, I do believe that if you go to google.com, and you type in the Wells house, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, there's lots of newspaper clippings with the Warren family,
Yes.
or Lorraine and Ed Warren, that literally investigated that house, and they claim that house to be the Amityville horror house of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they said there's nasty demons in there. Nobody's lived in the house. Here's the funny thing that I think. Nobody's lived in the house since Ed and Lorraine were there.
Mm-hmm.
And the house looks exactly the same as it did in the 70s.
It does.
So who's taking care of it to keep it looking like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was wondering.
Another house I want to do is the one over in West Piston. They made a movie called The Haunted about it with the Smurl family.
There's still that school down in Weatherly that we want to do. It is the Mrs. C.M. Schwab High School.
Yes, that's very.
And we're having problems because Weatherly Council was supposed to try and buy it back from a bank in Texas, and I don't think they did yet. But we've been writing them and heard nothing. That is a place where we visited, and the place is gorgeous. Just sitting there, recording or taking pictures of the Schwab School. It basically, I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Rose Red. That school was speaking to me.
Don
You
says,
could feel it.
"Oh, that would be a great investigation. Thought someone lived there now." No, Don, it's actually it's still owned by somebody, but there's nobody that lives in the house. Did a lot of research and everything like that. As I said before, the house is known as the Amityville Horror House, but it's Wilkes-Barre version. It's documented by Ed and Lorraine, stating the fact that they did one investigation there and they would never return. I do believe that if you guys see the movie The Conjuring and everything like that, Conjuring 1 and 2, I do believe that down the line Hollywood is probably going to make a movie about that in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania with the Wells house.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's legit. I mean, there's documentations on the internet and everything. And if all you newcomers out there don't know what we're talking about, simply go to Google, type in the Wells House, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and it's documented.
I mean, we're looking forward to tomorrow night. I mean, we've been doing houses, which we picked up quite a bit. We did the last episode was our house.
Says, hey,
I know the real story. Awesome.
You're very welcome, Don. I mean, this is what we're here for. Not only are we investigators and everything, but we're here to give you any kind of question or answer that you want to ask us.
And like I was saying, the last episode that we have up on our YouTube channel here, that was our house. We didn't expect to get anything.
No.
We knew something was here, but it still doesn't bother us. I mean, it sneaks down the stairs and sits there and stares at me when I'm here alone. But other than that, it doesn't bother anybody. But we got a lot with the SB7 Spirit Box. I mean, that was amazing. We got more in one episode than Zach Bagan's gotten in 12 years.
I liked episode 1. I mean, if you guys didn't see episode 1, if Rick will even tell you, I am definitely I'll go for it, be by yourself in a room for an hour with a camera and pitch light. If you watch episode 1, you'll see that I'm in the basement by myself. The footsteps that you hear are accurate, 100% accurate. The sounds that you're hearing and stuff, accurate. The voices coming out of the spirit box,
Yes.
accurate. EVPs, accurate. But one thing that I liked about episode 1 was the attic scene, where we're sitting there and we literally brought in the homeowners to want to be part of this, and she sat up in the attic. Not only did we get this giant orb that completely flew really fast across the screen, but we had another orb that was sitting behind the homeowner's boyfriend that goes up to his head and then circles around and then disappears. And for an orb is always going to be white, round, but with a little bit of a flickering of the energy that's inside that orb.
Basically, most of them, from what we've witnessed, are solid balls of light.
Redneck says, I just can't wait to see tomorrow.
Tomorrow is going to be awesome. This is the biggest place that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Totally looking forward to it. It was supposed to be Saturday night, but a DJing job came up and really needed us. So we switched it. Some of our team members could not make it because we switched it. So we got a couple other guest investigators to come on, which is Richard Wren and Jeremy actually is part of our team now.
Yep.
So Richard Wren is one of our guest investigators tomorrow night.
Thanks, Don. Don says, don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's right.
Absolutely. Don't forget, down on the YouTube page or whatever you guys are watching us from, like, subscribe to the page.
That's right. Let me tell you, you guys, our Facebook page alone has gone up 20 likes in the past 24 hours, and that's thanks to all you guys. Our YouTube channel has gone up about, I'd say, about 15 in the past 24 hours. We want to keep that going up. If you can have your friends, family subscribe, we'd love you for it. Go ahead.
And guys, we do also do a meet and greet. You know, if you guys want to meet us in person and stuff like that, you know, we'll meet and greet with you. If you guys have a friend or somebody out there that has a place that's haunted that you want us to come and investigate your house and have you be part of the episode, their house part of the episode.
What we were talking about before, we're in the future, when we get more equipment, we're going to have a contest.
Yes.
And the contest basically will enable you guys to participate to see who is going to go on an investigation.
Oh, Don is from Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe. Wow.
I pronounce that Lake Tahoe.
Yes.
That's
wow.
I mean, even if you know, we'll do a contest and stuff. Say, for example, Don, you're the winner. We'll send you out, FedEx out a free T-shirt with our logo on it and stuff for you and everything.
Right now, we're just local here in Pennsylvania.
Well, we did do New Jersey.
We did New Jersey. We went to Mystic Island, New Jersey. And I do apologize for episode 3 because YouTube... Oh, not episode. That was episode 2, right?
Yeah. Mystic Island was episode 2.
Mystic Island episode. YouTube is funny on their copyrighting.
Hey, we're up to 6. What's up, guys?
Because YouTube copyrighted says that some of the background music that I used was copyrighted when it was not. So now I learned how to play the system with YouTube, and that's why I've been having no issues lately. But Mystic Island episode pretty much was ripped apart by YouTube. That's my next project to repair some of the audio on that, because a lot of the audio got ripped off, especially some of the sounds that we heard. We heard piano sounds in that house. We heard whistling. We were the only two that were there. We were on vacation and thought we'd just do it. And we apologize for being a little drunk on that. We swore we'd never do an episode where we were drunk, but we were away. We were on vacation and stuff. We thought, why not do Mystic Island?
But I'll tell you this right now: Mystic Island was a fun place to investigate because some of the things that we got from the investigation and stuff. I mean,
we may be heading down there again, like Cape May area. There's a lot of places to investigate down there.
We might be also doing Weatherly area haunted cemetery.
Yeah,
one by the hill climb and stuff.
I know a lot of people said, "Oh, why don't you go for Eastern State Penitentiary?"
Well, it's fun.
Well, let me tell you, Eastern State Penitentiary wants $600 for 5 people to go on an overnight investigation. I don't think it's worth it. And for a fact, they did not start charging until Ghost Hunters was there doing an investigation years ago. I think, episode or season 2 or 3 they did Eastern State Penitentiary.
Which I want to do a shout out. We want to say, we send our condolences to the ghost hunters and everything about losing one of their taps. That's such a sad thing that happened.
They did lose one of their team members.
It was from
domestic violence. Yes.
So
and our hearts go out to the Taps family. I mean that's something horrible. Nobody should ever have to go through that. No. I believe she left 3 little kids behind.
Yep. So, that was horrible. Sad. Yeah. Very, very sad. Nobody should ever have to go through something like that. But our hearts and condolences go out to the whole TAPS team, hang tough. We know it's tough and stuff. Yeah, Don, it happened. She was abused, or she was strangled or something.
It doesn't go into detail, but if you look on our Facebook page, scroll down, you'll find it. It's one of the TAPS members. I know John from, well, I'm not going to tell you where from, but John, the chairman of the board, told us that there was a Ghost Hunters, there was a girl from Ghost Hunters that was there signing autographs a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. And I know I put it here somewhere. And she was signing autographs. Ghost Hunters was actually supposed to investigate.
Yep.
But it never materialized. So, well, I thought it was on our page. I swear I posted it.
Which, by the way, guys, another thing we want to try getting into is Gettysburg.
Love to do Gettysburg. That's gonna end up being like a summer thing. It's gonna be too cold in the winter.
Now, what I think I might want to do too is do Centralia. Centralia, PA is not even about a 20-minute drive from us. Definitely interested in doing Centralia.
It looks like Jason Hawes might have removed it from the internet. Ghost Hunters. So if they removed it, that's probably why it's not on our page now. Quite possible.
But yeah, guys, tomorrow we have like I said, once we're done doing the investigation, like I said, you're only going to get snippets of what you're going to be seeing on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. But when the full episode is complete, and once we have 3 to 4 weeks to edit it and put everything together and stuff, for one, you all will be the first ones to know.
Yes.
But when you see it put together and you hear the evidence more clearly, and you see the DVR cam on top of the camera cam that we're using, it'll be phenomenal. We're not going to let you down.
And I did post a new trailer number 2 for tomorrow night for our Harder High School investigation. I just posted that tonight. So if you didn't check it out yet, it is on our YouTube page right now. So you can probably open up another tab and check it out.
Good evening, Miss Paula. Welcome to our
How are
live chat. Welcome.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Absolutely. We're here answering any questions because our live investigation is tomorrow night.
And Don, absolutely, you can go to our YouTube page or our Facebook page, and type in Paranormal Travelers, and we'll pop right up and stuff. Yep. Like and subscribe to that page. Once you do that, you'll get all of our news feeds and everything about where we're going next. You'll also get feeds of when we're live on YouTube, which we're probably going to make this probably an every night thing to talk to you guys more and stuff. But we have some very, very interesting things coming up for you guys. Also, not saying it's going to happen now, but I may just put an ad out there. Probably for one more investigator to join the team and stuff.
Yeah, if you look on our Facebook page, Michael did put an ad up for casting call because we were in the need of extra team members. We're going to see how some team members do tomorrow night, new team members. Just like Ghost Hunters, you almost always see, most of the time, different members come on, go off. Mm-hmm. We're going to see what happens. But there's always the need for other team members because there's always the cases to where you schedule something and somebody can't take off from work. Unfortunately for them, we go by our schedule. We do have day jobs and we're also DJs on the weekends.
Yep.
So unfortunately, we do have to go by our schedule, not their schedule.
But to our team members and stuff, I'm very, very anal and upfront to let them know 2 weeks in advance where we're going, what we're doing,
yes.
and stuff. And, you know, that gives them enough time to either call off or, you know.
This was actually 3 weeks in advance. But we did move the date. I believe Monday we had to move it to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Because
let's see. Don says, "Oh darn, I would love to, and I'm in." That's really cool. You're an empath. That's cool, Don, because we actually have one of our newest team members on the team that is an empath. And some people out there didn't know quite what an empath was, but I explained to them what an empath is. Again, is a person that can actually feel the feelings of a person that has passed on, or can feel the sadness in somebody that's living. Like they can draw the energy out of a living person to feel what their feelings are, or they could feel when somebody has passed on what their feelings are as the spiritual world of what they're going through. So that's pretty cool. I admire the empaths out there. You know, that's a very great ability to have. My ability is not empath, but to all the newcomers that were out there, I was dead. I was pronounced dead 3 times. I drowned it into a hot tub when I was 5 years old, 6 years old. About 7 to 8, I got into a very bad house fire. And then at the age of 16, I was in a horrific car accident. So all 3 times I was pronounced dead for 15 minutes. After I came through, my body was physically opened up to the spiritual world, where I could see dead people. I can actually know what they're thinking. I could have them speak to me and have them tell me to tell a loved one what they're going through, how they're feeling and stuff. So I mean, that's more what my ability is. I can go up to in a bar and...
Hey, Don, are you near Las Vegas?
Absolutely, Don. You know,
I wonder if Don's near Zach. Do you live near Zach Bagans? Because I know he lives in Nevada. Come on.
But yeah, I mean, that's my ability. You know, I was pulled through 3 times. You know, I was in the spirits world, and I was also in the living world. So as I was pulled through back from the spirit world to the living world, that was where my door opened up. And that is when, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's times where I'm sitting down and I'll see somebody that's passed on and it freaks me out and I don't know, you know, how to deal with that, but it's things that I deal with every day. She said, no, I'm in Northern
she's in
Nevada.
Northern. Okay.
So, I mean, like, it's...
Well, Don, you never know, because, you know, we're only around for 1.5 years now.
Yeah.
But actually about 6 months, 1.5 years, well, about a year, you had the other name, which we will not mention. But we had to change the name and start over, so we did. So about 6 months we've been doing this.
We had to change the LLC license and get our name.
But you never know. I keep telling Michael, I feel this getting bigger for us. And you never know, we may make it up.
Yeah, we may come to Virginia City, you know.
Absolutely.
Yes, and
Virginia's not too far.
But, you know, guys, like, my ability is so strong that I can't even Rick won't even let me read him.
No, I won't let him read me. No.
I mean, I could tell him exactly what his past on father is saying, but, you know, in the respectful rights of him, you know, some people would want to know what their loved ones want to say. Others don't want to know. But, I mean, I'm that dead on with people that I don't even know that I can tell you things about.
Wait a minute. Virginia City. Oh, I thought it was the state of Virginia. Virginia City. Where's that? Is that in northern Nevada?
Can you read me? Absolutely. I would have to have a sit down face.
Not over
face.
YouTube.
Yeah, no. I have to see you physically in person to sit down and do a reading with you.
Yeah.
By looking into your eyes and everything, and by looking and just searching. What's really crazy about my ability is by me connecting with your eyes, all of a sudden one of your loved ones who have passed on will automatically draw themselves to me and have what they want me to say to you. So, I mean, it's crazy. Most people think it's crazy, but to me, it's something that's a gift. Something that, you know, when I was a little boy, I was afraid of it. I was scared seeing dead people at the bottom of my bed. but now I'm so used to it that, it's a useful thing,
Well, I didn't tell them the full story why I actually wanted to get in this. Because I don't like talking about it.
Let me see. I agree. I
The
cannot
past...
read. Wait, then. We have somebody talking.
Oh.
I agree. I
Miss
cannot
Paula.
read nobody on YouTube. Miss Paula, great. Gotta see if you can pick up
You got to
on
see them so you can pick up on their energy.
Exactly.
What's around them. Yep.
Exactly, Miss Paula.
All right. This is one of the reasons I don't talk about it much. I told Michael, I told our team last night when we had a team meeting. I've been back in Pennsylvania. I lived up here most of my life. I moved to Florida 2002. I moved back here in the 2007, 2008, I think, somewhere around there. When I moved back, I was living with 2 friends. Didn't have the whole house set up yet. I woke up in the middle of the night, open my eyes, and there's this great big black mass right above me hovering. I could not move. I could not speak. I couldn't do anything. I squirmed so much that I actually broke free, and I screamed and scared the hell out of everybody in the house. And then it happened. I believe it happened 3 years later. I had my own apartment. My 2 boys were on the other side, in their bedroom on the other side of the wall. I lived across from my parents at the time. I woke up. You open your eyes. There's that black mass above my bed again. And when I opened my eyes, I tried screaming. It's like you can't say anything. And I must have passed out after so long because I woke up the next morning and I remember these times when this happened to me. That's the weird thing. I don't know why I remember them. I just remember them.
One of our fans, Don, says, "Have you watched Abandoned Steve? Such a gorgeous old homes he goes through. Love the history." I don't think we ever seen that.
Mm-mm.
I don't think we ever seen that. But I mean, something.
Redneck sent you a pic of the lady from Ghost Hunters in your Facebook message. That's not me with her though. I got it from the Horror Hall Facebook page. All right, let me take a look because
take a look
I
at
did
that.
have it posted, but like I said, I shared it from Jason Hawes from Ghost Hunters. I shared it from his Facebook page, and for some reason it disappeared. So I'm not sure why it disappeared unless he deleted it.
Let's see. Okay, there's Danielle. I think, was it Danielle?
Let's see, it should be up here in notification. Give me just a minute here, guys.
Let's see. Yeah, okay.
That's not it.
No. Hey, yeah, down there.
Oop.
Will Taunton. Let's see.
Yeah,
that's her. I think that's her. But she had blonder hair, I think.
I think that is her.
I think that is her,
should
yeah.
have her glasses. So I do believe that is the one that passed away due to domestic violence.
I mean, guys, not to get off subject, but if you know anybody out there that's being domestically abused and they need help, please go and help them. You can make a difference in somebody else's life. You really can. Go and help them because you know what? Nobody should ever have to go through something like that.
No.
But I mean, but yeah, what else was I gonna say? I had one person that asked me, "Is a house alive?" Absolutely, houses are alive.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I didn't believe it at first, but then I did some research about it. If you guys never seen the movie Stephen King Rose Red,
love that movie.
At the very beginning, or towards like the middle, at the end of the half, she's speaking about houses. If you don't know, I'll recite it word for word what she said. She goes, "Houses are alive. They breathe. If you're quiet and you listen, you can hear houses moan. It's as if they're having bad dreams. Yada yada yada." But yes, that's absolutely true. All houses are alive. Some houses are good houses where they rock and cradle, and other houses are like houses that have bad dreams.
This is our little boy, Nova.
Yeah, he's one of our little ghost puppies.
A little over 2 years old. Little Chihuahua. We'd love to get him trained to ghost hunt, but we don't know if that'll ever happen.
Let me see. I hear that at night in my room.
Maybe.
All right. I hear that at night in my room. Yes. Yes. That's fu. That's definitely correct. If you hear, every house has a history about it. Give me a second. I think that was one of the fans, or one of the teammates. I'm sorry. No. Oh no, that's actually, you guys, I'm gonna fill you in. That is my event that's saying watch Paranormal Travelers live. But yes, you know, most people, they want to know what the difference between a haunting and demonic. Okay. Same thing with paranormal, like with what, poltergeist too. I mean, haunted houses are a house where spirits, you know, like to roam free and do what they need to do. Demonic homes, okay? The best way to say a demonic home is if you guys have ever seen the movie The Entity,
Yeah.
starring Barbara Hershey, okay? That would be a demonic home where she was brutally raped. It's a true story. She was raped by a spirit that would hold her down, rape her, and everything. And would manifest in front of her and stuff. Which it is a pretty creepy movie.
Yeah, it creeps me out. I don't like to watch it.
Let's see. My grandfather built the house, died in his sleep, same room I sleep in. Is the room of your father's room is the main, or grandfather's room? Is it the main bedroom, the main master bedroom in the house that you live in right now? And as he's listening to that, but yeah, very creepy movie, The Entity and everything. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was based on a true story. But yeah.
Any other questions, guys?
I mean,
tomorrow's investigation, or
we're gonna
be excited to watch it?
We're gonna be on here for a little bit more. Okay, so it is the master bedroom. Okay, that's what I figured, because I was picking up the vibe of what you were writing, and you know, something came to me and just immediately said, "Say the master bedroom." You could have been in one of the other bedrooms. You could have been in the smaller room. You could have been in somewhere else. So that's why I wanted to know if it was the master bedroom. Where are you from, FU? Okay.
You just asked. Oh,
yeah, you could.
Well, tomorrow night, we're going to have the laptop, which is what you're on now. We're going to have this laptop pointed towards our monitors. Unfortunately, I don't know if it'll let us have our phones connected to YouTube to do a live stream as we walk through. But usually we have our Facebook Live on our phones and we do a walkthrough. So you can actually have two different views where you can watch the monitor on our YouTube channel. Let us know if you see anything or hear, I don't know if you'll be able to hear anything, but see anything that we miss. And on our Facebook page, you probably have them right next to each other on your computer if that's what you're going to use. And we'll do a walkthrough with the Facebook page. Like I said, the reason why we're starting to use YouTube Live is because it lets you go a long time as far as a live stream. Facebook Live only lets you do a live stream for an hour and a half, then you have to start a whole other session. So it's a pain.
Here's a good question for you guys. As you guys are viewing us right now, are you on your YouTube page or on our YouTube page while you're watching us? Is it full screen or is it just a small little box that you're watching it off of?
Yeah, because I don't know how to get it like a full screen.
Because I mean, it's on our view, it's a smaller screen. Oh, FU says he's from Lawton, Oklahoma. He's he's 10 miles from Trail of
Tears.
Don says it's a small box.
Small box.
Okay.
I'll try to figure it out tomorrow when I get home as we're packing up the equipment. I'll try to figure it out how to get a bigger box so you aren't sitting there squinting trying to look at the monitor tomorrow night.
Now, the one question that I got from my job tonight where I work at is, am I nervous on doing this considering the fact that I'm the lead investigator? My answer for you guys is absolutely. I am not terrified because, I'm so used with the paranormal, but I'm just a little bit, what's a good word to say it? Freaked a little bit.
A little bit. We're nervous because it's a bigger building. We've never investigated something so big. So it's going to be very interesting on how we.
Just give us 1 second, guys. We're trying to figure this out.
I'm trying to figure out how to get it widescreen for you. So give me just a second here. Keep asking your questions because we're gonna.
We're gonna still be on here for a little bit, guys.
Jump back to you here.
So I mean, guys, like I said, we don't do this just because of the fun of it. We do this because we want to help other people out. We want them to know the story about what's going on with their home or what's going on with the school or going on with, a hotel that we're in.
If we're anxious. We're actually very anxious to do a big building like this.
We are.
To be honest, I'm very anxious, as much as Michael is, to do the C.M. Schwab High School down in Weatherly, Pennsylvania. No one is answering on who has the rights and ownership of the building. The last thing that I read was that a Texas bank owns the building. Don't ask me why a Texas bank owns a Pennsylvania old school and is letting it just deteriorate and fall apart. I don't know why.
But for anybody out there that doesn't know Hard or High, it is a school. It was a school back in the day, but they converted the school into a haunted attraction for Halloween. They turned it into a haunted attraction where, you go through the school, they set everything up, for Halloween time, and they do a scare hunt. But what's kind of a little bit, unsettling, considering the fact that we're paranormal travelers, is that the school itself, all the windows in the school are completely boarded up. Everything is boarded up. So, I mean, once we get in there, without our flashlights, which we're going to go dark, but without our flashlights, with night vision, it is going to be pitch black dark in there. We're not going to see where we're going. The only thing that's going to be helping us out is the camera that, that Rick's going to be looking through. That little screen as we're walking is the only light that we have coming out of the camera.
We're going to be there about 6:30 tomorrow.
To do a walkthrough.
6 and 6:30 for a walkthrough.
And do some interviews and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, guys, if being an investigator, we have to be very, very careful, okay? Because being so dark in a place that we investigate, we don't know if there's a rusted nail around us that we may bump into. We don't know if we're gonna.
Redneck says it's darker than dark.
And see, that's what we like. We like it, but when you guys watch it, you'll see that you're not gonna see the camera that Rick's holding, but you're gonna be watching all 4 DVR cameras. So I mean, unfortunately, there's not gonna be no sound coming out of it. I may get wiring for the sound tomorrow. But I'm probably, because I gotta go get another TV for the DVR system and everything. So I might get the cable wires for the sound and everything, so you guys can hear and see what's going on and stuff. Let's see. I don't want to be
Want to be interviewed. He just doesn't want to be interviewed in video, but he wants to tell you where all the hot spots are at.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
This the one that's gonna be with us, or?
No, he just wants to come and tell you where the hot spots are.
Yeah, absolutely. You let me know where the hot spots are, Redneck, and that's where we're gonna put the cameras. We'll get progressively bigger and bigger on this because, like I said, we just started this out a year ago back, so we are getting there. But once we get a little bigger and move up and stuff like that, and somebody decides to pick us up, like a station or something like that, I'm gonna start putting an open casting call for actors, where we're gonna do like reenactments of what happened on the premises and everything like that.
Miss Paula asked a question too.
Do you guys protect yourself before you go so nothing? Yes, we do, Miss Paula. We always say a blessing before we go in the building, and we always say a blessing coming out. We have another friend of ours that is a witch, white witch or something like that. Troy. he gives us all these blessed crystals and everything that we take with us when we do an investigation and everything. So the right the crystals that are blessed, every time we take it with us, we haven't had nothing, attached to us or anything like that. So yes, to answer your question, yes, we do have things that protect us from anything that's harmful towards us. Let's see. Don says cowboys, but farmers and ranchers are better. But yeah, please remember this, guys. In the near future, I will be putting a casting call out there for people that are willing to do reenactments. Once we get bigger, yes, we will pay the actors to do this. And we'll definitely do exactly, what we say we're going to do with the whole reenactment and everything like that. But yeah, this is one episode that you guys do not want to miss. It may be a little bit choppy for you guys tomorrow because it's running off DVR and everything. But once the cameras are all up and when we get everything that we need set, and once the episode is finished, we're gonna have the whole team here, investigate everything and then put it in 1080p, and then it should be up within the next 3 or 4 weeks.
And I promise that I will have this all straightened out so you guys will see a bigger screen, because that little screen is actually bothering the hell out of me right now. But we'll get all this figured out. This is our first live on our YouTube channel.
And again, we want to thank all you guys out there watching and subscribing and everything. And pass the name around. Pass Paranormal Travelers to your mom, your friends, family members.
Tell them all to subscribe to our channel. Like the videos. To be honest, we sit here and we watch all the episodes. Like every couple weeks, we'll sit here and we'll watch all the episodes all at once.
And you know what's crazy, guys? We'll rewatch the episodes that we've done, and more progressively, we'll hear things that we didn't catch from the last time we watched the episode.
Episode 1, Part 3. One of our former investigators, Nikki, is in the kitchen towards the end of that part of that episode, and she asks, "Who's in the chair?" And EVP recorder didn't pick it up, but the camera picked up Michael. And you hear it plain as day. And the former owner of the house that died in the house, his name was Michael. So the camera picked up him saying that. We didn't catch it until we watched it 5-6 times.
Redneck says, I will try to get over there tomorrow. Time to go check you guys out later.
Yeah, we have to go pretty soon too. I got to be up at 5 o'clock to go to work at 6. So we look forward to tomorrow night. We hope everybody tunes in. We're told that there's internet there for us, so we'll be streaming live via YouTube. We'll have this all set up at our control center, so you guys can watch the live feed from the DVR cameras. And also on our Facebook page, we will have live feed now and then of not only the control center, but we'll also take you guys in with us to do a live feed. I don't know how well the signal is in the inside the building. In certain parts, so you guys know as well as I do, Facebook Live isn't the greatest, but we'll do our best to keep you guys live with us as much as possible.
Now, guys, tomorrow when you see us live, you'll see our one special guest investigator, which is Ricky. You'll see my other investigator, which is part of the team, Brandon. You'll see our newest member, which is Jeremy, but we are missing 2 other ones. They couldn't make it tomorrow night because it was such short notice for them, but we do have 2 other more people that are part of the team. One of their names is Brittany, and the other one's name is Steven. But you'll see them probably, in another episode and everything like that. But yeah, we're stoked. We're excited,
We're anxious to get this going. So, oh my God, guys, since we've been on with you guys, we're up to 41 subscribers. That's up from 36. Awesome. In the past hour, and we want to thank you guys again because you guys are spreading the word around, and hey,
and guys,
we love it. Keep it going.
You know what? And like I said, the more that you guys have your friends subscribe and their friends subscribe and stuff, we are going to be here every single time to give you a new episode. It may not be like right away. It may be like 3-4 weeks after the editing of the last episode that we did. But I mean,
I would say probably a month from now I'll have the full episode, if not a 2-part episode like our episode 3 was. That there's just so much footage that I had to put it. You pretty much have to put them in the 2 40-minute episodes, if not more.
No.
So this one might end up being like a 3-part episode, like a 3-hour episode. You never know. But we enjoy them. We watch them all the time. It's just amazing product. After we're finished, we just sit back in amazement like we're watching Ghost Adventures or something. So
absolutely. I mean,
it's exciting.
When you get a chance, everybody out there, when you feel like you're bored or you want to sit in bed and watch something, if you have a HD TV and you have a laptop, just take your laptop, go upstairs, plug in the wire from your TV to your laptop, go to YouTube, put it on full screen, and it is just like you're watching it right on
just
TV.
Plug your HDMI from your laptop to your television, put it on the HDMI channel, and just sit there and watch away, because that's what we do. And it's amazing how far we've come actually since our very first episode.
Yeah, and you know what?
Which was only 4 or 5 months ago.
And it just progressively gets better and better and better. And I mean, does it take a lot out of me being the kind of person that I am, seeing dead people and stuff? Oh, absolutely. The videos that you see and everything, the episodes and stuff, after the episode's over with, I am drained.
And when us investigators as well are in there, and you feel the heaviness and whatnot, when we're done with the investigation, no matter where we're at, we're exhausted. At the end of the night, we're exhausted, and we can't wait to get home, go to bed, go to sleep. That's how exhausting it is. It's that it takes a toll on you, and then you just pray nothing follows you back after you do the closing. You pray nothing follows you back. But so far we've been lucky. I'll knock on this hardwood bed, and guys, we gotta go.
I'm gonna say one more thing.
Mikey's gonna say another thing here.
Before we go, guys, what was I just lost my train of thought. What was I just gonna say? Yes, when you watched episode 1, okay, the team probably knows me as the brave one. To sit in a room by themselves.
Basement.
But what I would like to say to all the viewers out there is, normally when we do an investigation, we'll break people up and have them go in one room by themselves with a camera in another room.
Tomorrow night.
Not tomorrow night, guys, only because considering that it's a big building, we don't want any of the team members to get lost. My number one safety is to make sure that everybody is safe, everybody is where they need to be. I just wrote out a big, massive, huge Paranormal Travelers message to all the team members that there's absolutely no wandering off in this building. So, I mean, normally we would let them wander off and go where they need to go and do what they need to do. But as of tomorrow night, it's just a different atmosphere. It's our first building that we
big building, to do. Yeah.
And I'm blessed.
Yes.
I am very blessed to do
We are
this.
blessed to have all you guys, and thank you for liking, subscribing, having your friends and family subscribe. Keep doing it. We love you guys. I hate spiders. Trust me, Dawn, I hate spiders. You can ask Michael. I had one crawling on me last night, and I was screaming. But we do have to go. I have to work early in the morning.
I have to be up tomorrow to get all the equipment ready, and
you'll know when we're live. If you're subscribed to our channel, you will receive a notification when we go live. I suspect around 8:30 is when we'll go live with the YouTube feed, and Facebook will be live off and on as we're in the building and outside or wherever our control center is going to be. We have to see where we're going to set up. But thank you guys for being here tonight. We certainly appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys. And until then, our motto is happy haunting.
Hey.
Happy haunting.
That's right.
And, just remember, guys, just because we can't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
That's right.
Because it does exist.
It does.
It's out there. The truth, as one good person said, the truth is out there.
I would say, Dawn, probably 5:30 Pacific, yes.
What's Anna saying?
It'll be a live feed all night up until 3 o'clock when we're done.
Anna says, "Oh, I see."
But we will definitely see you guys tomorrow night. You'll see us. We'll see you guys popping up chat. whoever we have at the the control center, we'll make sure that they're watching the chat room, and you guys point out if you see anything. So we thank you,
Thank you, guys.
and we'll see you tomorrow night.
And again, guys, I'm lead investigator of the Paranormal Travelers team, and we are the co-founders of Paranormal Travelers. Please like, subscribe, send it to your friends, send it to your families, and we will keep you updated. So make sure that you look for that live link tomorrow for Horror Hall.
That's right.
All right, guys, you guys have a great night. Blessed be and stuff, and be safe. Most
That's
important,
right.
be safe.
Good night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, guys.
If I could find out how to shut this off.
Let's see. We got to go back on our other thing, I think.
We'll figure it out. Enjoy laughing at us.
Wait. Stop streaming.
There we go. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.